It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to...
And a nice spin into some open field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A carry here for Hunt. There's the stiff arm. Hard running at the 15. And they'll get this down to the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go...
Touchdown, Cardinals! DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Swings this out for Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Screen pass to Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. The bottom line and tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 69 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. Credit to the defense forcing that incompletion.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to look deep for more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Flushed out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And now here's Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit. It allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. That's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Lance on the bootleg. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On the give is Nwangu. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And Lance now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Sheds up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there.
Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work up.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
43 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 10, Murray. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. To a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Jennings. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Steps away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. After the turnover, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Murray. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Arizona. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Yeah, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And this is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Here's Lance to throw it. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
To throw, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw. He bailed out the defense and got a completion. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 20-10. Less than 90 seconds to go. Finding Hunt. Not much there, only a yard. Now, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Back to throw. Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now the first throw for the backup. Got the hook up to Moore. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Corner. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lance. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is...